third grade. So for reading, we are still doing cause and effect just a little while longer, and then we're going to start doing something new. You guys are getting really, really good at finding cause and effect in stories. We do just need a little bit more practice. So I'm going to read a book with you guys today. It's one of the Berenstain Bears books. Some of you have probably read Berenstain Bears books before. This one is called the Berenstain Bear Scouts and the Stinky Milk Mystery. And it is written by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Okay, so I'm going to read it aloud with you, and please be listening carefully so that you can find a cause and effect relationship in this story, okay? Something that is causing something to happen, what's the effect, and then what's another effect that you see, okay? The Bear Scouts were bored. They were sitting around their clubhouse, trying to figure out what to do. Scout's sister was reading the Bear Scout handbook. "Let's earn another merit badge," she said. "We haven't gotten the popsicle stick craft merit badge yet." "Oh boy," said Scout Brother, yawning. "I can hardly wait." Kind of look like they're in quarantine, don't they? Scout Lizzie was looking out the window. "What's Farmer Ben doing over there?" she asked. Farmer Ben was hard at work fixing his pasture fence. "It looks like Farmer Ben could use some help," said Scout Fred. "Bear Scouts are always helpful," said Brother, "and Farmer Ben is our neighbor," added Lizzie. "And," said Sister, holding up the Scout handbook, "we can earn the Good Neighbor Merit Badge." The Bear Scouts were out of the clubhouse in a flash and heading for Farmer Ben's fence. Farmer Ben," they called. "Do you need some help?" "Why, thank you kindly," said Farmer Ben, wiping his forehead with his kerchief. "That's very neighborly of you." "What should we do?" asked Sister. "Well now," said Farmer Ben, "you see where those cows of mine have strayed through the broken fence into the next field?" They all looked and nodded. "If you could round them up and shoo them back into my pasture," said Ben, "I could finish fixing the fence." This job was just right for the Bear Scouts. Waving their hats and shouting, "Yee-haw!" they quickly rounded up the cows and chased them back into the pasture where they belonged. "That's fine," said Farmer Ben. "Now just one more rail." The Scouts helped lift it into place, and we're done. "What's next?" asked Scout Sister. This was more fun than sitting around the clubhouse trying to figure out what to do. "Well," said Ben, "if you really want to help, there are always chores to be done around the farm." And so the Bear Scouts went to work. They fed the chickens, they collected the eggs, they slopped the hogs, and they cleaned out the barn. Soon they were tired and covered with bits of straw, but there was still more work to be done. Sitting around the clubhouse doing nothing was starting to look a lot better. "It's almost milking time," said Farmer Ben. "Let's call the cows into the barn." "Here, Bossy, here, Bossy," the Scouts called with Farmer Ben. They're looking a little tired, right? The cows all herded into the barn and lined up in their stalls. Farmer Ben went from cow to cow with a milk pail and a stool and milked the cows. He showed the Bear Scouts how to do it. Farmer Ben was an expert. He could squirt milk right into the barn cats' mouths. You see the little cats there? But wait a minute, why were the cats making faces and spitting out the milk? Was there something wrong with it? Scout Sister took a taste. Yuck! It was stinky. It tasted sour and smelled bad. "What in the world happened to my milk?" gasped Farmer Ben. "It's never tasted like this before." It was a mystery. The Stinky Milk Mystery. That's when Scout Lizzie noticed that Dr. Wise Old Owl had been asleep in the rafters of the barn. Maybe he would be able to solve the Stinky Milk Mystery. "Dr. Wise Old Owl, Dr. Wise Old Owl," called Lizzie, "can you tell us why Farmer Ben's milk turned bad?" Dr. Wise Old Owl blinked and ruffled his feathers and said, "The green on the other side is not always the same. A fence that was broken may be to blame." "What does that mean?" wondered Scout Sister. "The green on the other side of what?" "Of the fence," answered Scout Fred. "The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence." Said Scout Brother. "Maybe we should take a look at the other side of the fence." So the Scouts and Farmer Ben went out to the pasture and climbed over the fence into the next field. Scout Lizzie pulled up a clump of grass. There was a stinking smell. "Look," she said, wrinkling her nose. "Onion grass." "Onion grass," said Farmer Ben. "So that's what happened. My cows strayed through the broken fence and ate some onion grass that turned their milk sour." And that was indeed what had happened. If you look at this page, you might be able to find cause and effect right here. There's lots of different cause and effect in this story. But if you want to pause the video and look for cause and effect on this page, you'll probably find some. The Bear Scouts had earned their Good Neighbor Merit Badge. But what about the spoiled milk? Farmer Ben was afraid that they would have to throw it all out. Then Mrs. Ben had a wonderful idea. She made a huge batch of cream of onion soup, and it was delicious. You could also use this page to help you with cause and effect. Okay? All right, so I will, on this assignment, I will upload a Google document so that you can type in your cause and effect visual tool like normal, or you can hand draw it if you want on a piece of paper, and upload a photo is fine too. Okay, we're almost done with this cause and effect visual tool stuff. You guys are doing great with it. And then we're actually going to be moving on to compare and contrast in stories. So that'll be really cool. All right, I love you guys. I miss you guys. Thanks for reading with me, and I'll see you later. Bye.